is Axiom Verge 2 time. Weird, right? Who could have guessed that this game would just suddenly drop the way it did today? I guess it was I didn't actually catch the thing, but I guess it was part of Nintendo's presentation of independent video games. Let me get some windows situated here. I got so excited about being live on the internet that I didn't move chat over here. We're trying to go live everywhere. You know, we're doing I think we're on YouTube as well as Twitch here, you know. The internet's a magical place. So anyway, but if you're on those platforms and you want to holler at me, head over to giantbomb.com/chat. That's probably the most effective way to reach me, because I've got a game happening on one window and browsers happening over here. Anyway, Axiom Verge 2, it's out. I have been playing it for the past handful of days here. I'm about 6 hours in. Why don't we just, I'll rig the audio up here and then probably have to drop it back down. Oh, that's maybe a little loud. Drop it down here. Drop it down. Oh, that's not there. Why is that not there? Hello. Give me a video game. I'm going to push the video game button. There it is. It's a video game. So I think this game is cool as heck. Oh, I think we can get some story here. Oh, I'm gonna move my mouse. Sorry. It's the year 2007. And this is largely, it's been a long time since I've played Axiom Verge 1 all the way through. I did run through the first half hour or so of it the other day, and was surprised that how similar this game actually is to the first Axiom Verge in terms of just like controls and sound effects and some other things like that. They're building this as a game you can kind of play alongside the first game. It's not necessarily a direct sequel, but it is kind of in the universe, and there are certainly references to be had, and the basic idea is that you could kind of play these games in either order. And from what I did go back and play of Axiom Verge 1, I think that game actually still holds up pretty well. So that's kind of cool. Hey, if you let me know how the audio levels seem before we get into it here. But it's kind of not necessarily sounds good. Great. Not necessarily a direct sequel. So if you haven't played the first game, this game will have references to it, but it didn't. It's not like you need to know what happened to Trace to really play this at all. So here's my main. This is my main thing here. A little under 6 hours. Last night I fumbled around for probably an hour and a half doing one of those things where it's like I don't know where I need to go, but I know there are spots on the map that I haven't that look like they have doors in them, and now I need to go around and go to all of them. So yeah, let's start a new game here rather than jump you in with all kinds of... Maybe at the very end I'll jump into that game and you can kind of see some of the abilities and stuff here, and you can kind of make a decision about whether you want to watch that or not. This game is very melee focused, and it is... And that's a pretty dramatic difference from the first game, but this game feels... When I went back and played the first game, I was like, oh, this is really similar. Like, there's still a... it still feels like that. Without feeling directly like that. We've got our ice axe, which, again, a good show. This is how she attacks. Most of the time. Like, you still have the Axiom Verge 1 kind of left bumper lock lock in place and swing in any direction for, you know, when you do have some different attacks and stuff like that's you do get a ranged attack, but I have not found it to be particularly good. Music's pretty good. I like the soundtrack quite a bit. But yeah, I'd say like the first hour or so, I was a little uncertain about it just because of the melee stuff and you know let me mute that tab. Jesus. The arsenal, the inventory that you got by the end of Axiom Verge 1 and all those different guns, like was a really appealing, cool thing. And so like seeing this as like, you know, like this is a relatively smallish inventory screen and that sort of stuff. I was like, well, wait a minute. Am I not going to get a zillion guns? Am I going to run around with this ice axe the whole time? And the answer is, well, I don't know. I mean, I haven't finished the game, but I don't think this game is about getting a zillion guns. But also that doesn't seem like a problem. You know, it's one of these, much like its predecessor. It is even like, it doesn't do it yet. Okay, maybe that's an item I have to pick up or something that happens when we get to... Actually, what does it call? Sorry. Okay, it calls this Overworld. Curious about the map name there for reasons that'll maybe become a little more clear in a sec here. And so it's interesting because Axiom Verge 2 is a game that is like coming into the world... a very different world than the first game did, where, you know, there weren't nearly as many games kind of bringing you that Metroid style then as there are now. You know, like there have been so many of these since that the bar is a lot higher, right? Snow Cruiser needs new tires. Hearing voices at dig site. Drone sightings? No. We've got a terminal here, but there's no power yet, so... Nope. No, go out the door. Why not? Okay. All right. Let's power up. Now let's just power. And now I'm if you'll indulge me for a moment here, I'm going to try and like, remember that guy that we left at the helicopter? It was like, hey, wait by the helicopter until I turn the power on. I'm going to go back to him real quick now that I've done that. And see, oh, he's just not even here anymore. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I guess he goes back inside after you get the ice axe, so. Okay. We will, do the thing you're supposed to do here, which is, now that we have power, that terminal will have been turned on. There's a secret door past the 3 bookshelves on floor 1. Well, great. Well, here's our 3 bookshelves. I'm sure this is fine. And it will not let me go back in. And I cannot close the door. So, okay. So, something happened. And you'll notice the map is different. So if you remember the breach and the nature of the breach in the first game, it is ever present here. I can't get up there. Oh, so few abilities. What platform? This is a PC. I've seen the PlayStation version a little bit, and it runs fine there. Oh, the utter lack of abilities. So many things I cannot do. Okay. Let's just all right. Someone down there needs help. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm breaking these. There's almost never anything in them. You can also break the lights, which is, you know, it's a nice touch. Here's another one of these things, but again, no power. Wait, there's a... No, I think we actually do want to go this way. Oh, no. Some kind of... I don't know what you... I honestly have not gotten whatever you need to get through these. To me, this looks like the Symphony of the Night, like, mist form kind of door type thing. I don't know, but we'll see. Maybe you get some kind of mist form. All right, now we have a compass, and that'll give us a little glimmer there in the lower left corner of a basic direction where we need to go. Ah, jeez. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to roll into a ball to get in that one, right? It's kind of the funny thing, you know. You go into a game like this with specific expectations about what the abilities and power-ups are, and so it gives developers of this style of game good opportunities to come up with very different ways to achieve some of the things that you might expect a game like this to do, and this game I feel like has some really cool abilities and power-ups and stuff. The way they address some of the movement and stuff like that is really cool. This water is rising. That's bad. We found this urn that the mysterious voice is telling us about, but boy, we can't get to it. We cannot get the urn. Well, that's okay. This is probably not going to be. Yeah, that's. Well, yeah. Bleh. Get. Ah. Yep. Anyway, that's Axiom Verge 2. We finished it. Roll credits. Thanks everyone for watching. You deserve this. All right, we have mysteriously respawned. And now a ghost lady who says she is an arm, an intelligent collection of machines. So, nanomachines, let's talk about them. They're small, they're machines, they can do a lot of crazy stuff, and welcome to Axiom Verge 2. Can't get that. My dead wife in the arm. Sorry, no, it's not quite as cut and dry as Bionic Commando, the Bionic Commando reboot was. Nanomachines and vision cones, you know? I mean, this game is not Metal Gear, but also it does have vision cones and nanomachines. The thing I did not, that took me a little while to learn, is that most enemies do not hurt you by touch. They only hurt when they attack, so you can actually just like walk over them and beat the crap out of them. Some kind of jar up there, but I can't get up there. Lamasu. Oh, if only I could, you know, just like cling to a ledge or something. Maybe I could get up there and get whatever that is, but oh, again, foiled. Just can't even do anything. They give you very basic, you know, set reminder. Axiom Verge 1, I believe, had like a reminder 1, reminder 2 type of setup that would let you kind of I don't know if it would only let you set 2 reminders in total, or if it was like 2 different types of reminders. So you can kind of just like, you can mark like, hey, there's something here. I kind of wish this system was a little more robust, if it had a more of a Breath of the Wild kind of like, or some games have automated that, where it's like, hey, here's a door that you can't open. It's this type of door. It's a laser door. Here's this type of door that you can't open. You know, if it was a little more, because you definitely get to a point where you're like, I need to remember that this is one of these ball laser doors, and when I get a specific thing, I can come back here and do something with it, but I can only set the one type of reminder. Can't go that way. The other thing I learned is that like most enemies will like get a little bit stun locked when you start whooping on them. And so it's just like, as long as you kind of keep swinging with most of the normal enemies, you're like relatively safe. This guy is a real jerk with his lasers. Okay, I don't think we can actually... can I go there? I can. Okay. But this just goes back to... That's just there. That's just where I was. Okay. See, this laser door. Ugh. Okay. That's a dark room. All we have is our flashlight. I can't. Going back to having a 0 abilities, definitely. Oh, here we go. It's similar to a boomerang, but glistening with nanomachines. That's disgusting. All right, we have dropped that laser barrier, and now we have a glistening boomerang with which to go open that other door back this way. Stop me if you've heard that one before. And they'll go through a little bit of alert phase here, where before, you know, if you get out of their range before that mark turns red, then you can, you know, kind of get away without activating them. So the combat in this game is interesting, you know, and in that you don't really have to do it. There isn't really a huge benefit to engaging in a ton of combat. In fact, like, more often than not, you're not going to get the health back out of it. Oh, okay. Give me more nanomachines, I say. Sheshkala. We can grasp ledges and pull ourselves up. And now another person is living inside me. This person knows how to grab ledges. Like so. Oh, screw that up. Yeah, these are more of these. I don't actually know how to get through these mist gates. Can I turn into a nano machine cloud to get through this stuff? I don't actually know. Okay, so that's back where we were coming from. Where do I actually need to go? Actually, I should probably just go this way because there's... Okay. Yeah, now we can get up here. Get more nano machines. Ah, yes. Nothing like my nice apocalypse flask. So there's a skill tree. The categories will expand as you kind of gain more abilities or whatever. I'm gonna get a little bit of health here. This is stuff like increased damage, speed with melee and ranged. You can also recall your nano boomerang. You want to really fake them out. You cannot grasp every single ledge. So like these kind of these partial ledges or whatever you want to call them, these platforms, you cannot grab the edge of those. And sometimes the slope here will determine whether or not you can grab it as well. So I can't grab that ledge or that ledge. Does melee feel like an okay replacement for shooting, you ask? It's, I mean, it's different. It's definitely different. But yes, I feel like I have, like, where I'm at in my main save, I have kind of an abundance of abilities. It's not like, here's a zillion guns. This game is not trying to Borderlands 2 Axiom Verge's Borderlands 1, right? It's not like, now you got even more guns. That's not what they're really trying to do. See, if I jump over here and fall, I fill in more map. You gotta fill in more map, baby. Actually, I want to run over here and see. Oh no, that's just a wall. I'm dumb. Let's go. Okay, here's another settlement. Dear Ernest is like my 4th favorite Beatles song. I'm glad they destroyed the stupid freight elevator. All right, we got a save point. All right. So the doctor who built the portal is missing. And you can kind of grill him for a little more information. I honestly don't think I can even go this way right now, but... Seems like a fair trade. Don't need to breathe, but can't float. I'm sorry, I'm actually going to go back. I think, you know, we probably want to just go the other way, if I remember right. How's the checkpointing? It's fine. When you die, you're returned to your most recent save point with, you know, your stuff intact. So if you collect an item and then immediately die, you don't have to go collect that item again. And eventually, you know, you do gain the ability for some fast travel and stuff like that. So, like, getting around the world, we'll skip the reading for now. So my daughter, Vanna, that's what brought me here. Your daughter is kind of long gone. Go to telescope next, sector 23-3. So these things will tell you kind of where you need to go next. Okay, now we can charge up our melees. So if I hold this down, we get a heavy swing. I have not found the charge stuff to be terribly useful. Same character for the first game? No. No, not at all. What's over here? Okay, so here's a good example of a mystery. Creepy looking portal behind some kind of locked door with some kind of terminal that I can't interact with either. The, Axiom Verge 2 starts to play in the Axiom Verge verse pretty early on here, is what I'm saying, so. If I tap down twice, can I roll into it? No? Okay. Well. Okay, let's keep going this way then. Here we see another unusable terminal. I think the soundtrack's pretty good. It's got, in some cases, multiple versions of a track that will play depending on what you're doing. That's another melee weapon in there. If only I could figure out a way inside. Oh, these fucking guys, man. Oh, it's right. I have a boomerang. The boomerang, it's not... I mean, I guess also I didn't put any points into boomerang, so... Maybe if I really leveled up Boomerang, or maybe... Oh, jeez. Two of them, even. All right, we need to get that health. Let's just move on. This thing, what can I do with it? Nothing. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Yo, we got blown up. Should you play the first game first? Yeah, the way they are presenting this game is that you could play them in either order, and so far, I think in my experience, I would agree. You don't necessarily need to have innate familiarity with the first game. I have caught a reference or two in my time with it so far. But nothing that you're like, oh gosh, I'm gonna totally miss out on these hot references because it's here we have some kind of wall that looks crumbly, but I can't do that. Oh. But yeah, I'm really liking the soundtrack and the variety there, and just this game's overall style, I think, is is really good. All right, let's just... So you see, I jumped over him and got out of that cone, and so he didn't activate. All right, more of these crumbly walls. If only there was some sort of ability nearby that would let me navigate that sort of thing. Actually, so the map will highlight when you get those coordinates from those machines, it will then tell you like, hey, here's kind of where you're headed. What's that there? Nothing good. I feel like the first time I went here, I already had the abilities needed to deal with this sort of stuff, and maybe I need to go the other way. That's the problem with replaying games like this, especially having multiple saves going, is that feeling of like, I have been to this area a billion times in my main save, and I don't remember what I need to get through it, or if this is the right way to go. But let's just run under this guy, and oh wait, there's a... Is that a... Okay, there's a health node fragment. But now we've committed to falling back down here. Evil owl. Ah! You want to see some of the main save? Yeah, I will load it back up at the end here. Play this for another 10 or 15 or so, and then load it up. That's an evil machine. Pick up another tablet here. Oh, I can't. Okay, I cannot go this way yet. So... And hitting the save point, you refill all your health, so it's kind of low stakes. Man, if there's only way to make this block drop down. God. Yeah, that hot air balloon, yeah, there's... I feel like with the abilities I have now, I am beating those hot air balloons without really taking any damage, or much, at least. But I feel like here at the beginning of the game, like I am mid-game cocky right now, and that's not a good way to play a beginning of this game. It's because I'm just like running around going like, I'll just take this damage and keep running. It's fine. What does that do? We'll never know. What's down here? Another one of these. Right, okay, yes. Now I remember how this progression progresses. And I don't think I want to go that way. Oh, but I guess I have to, because I can't. Okay. Sorry, I know that's like needlessly cryptic talk, because, okay, this is what I'm looking for. Okay. Now we can infect enemies and objects to modify their behavior. This is sort of a hacking radius. When I pull this right trigger, it will highlight things in that radius, and then I can hack them. So what we'll do is we'll get on this thing. Made this mistake the first time. And then we will hack it to activate it, and then we've got our little moving platform. Are the ties into the first game satisfying? So I haven't really... The tie... I haven't finished the game yet, so I don't actually have the answer to that question. Oh, right. While it's moving, I need to jump back up there. Did I miss... Did I miss an item? Do I... Okay. I guess, okay. We've got this platform to interact with. That will probably be the thing that gets us to go where we need to go and do what we need to do. Let's head up this way first and see what's up here. Can I? Is that a wall? Okay, yeah, I can just go this way. Ah! All right, just jump over here, man. I think the enemy design in this game is pretty fun. I like the look of it overall. Like it's a little funky, and I like its funky look. So is this going to end up being... Yeah, I don't want to go back down. We ain't never coming down. I mean, I guess I should just, like, do the objective. Like, that's where it wants me to go. I'm sure I will find what I need along the way. What's this mysterious thing, and what is this weird crackling noise in the background? Who could guess? Who could say? Here's another good case of, like, one of the things they talked about pre-release is the boss fighting is optional. Like, you can kind of make it through that area just running through and not fight that guy if you don't want to. But you do get skill points for beating boss enemies. Oh, I guess this is the thing we're doing, huh? I guess we're legit actually fighting this guy. So let's go legit actually fight this guy. I'll get my hacking beam here. We'll jump up and we'll overheat him to do some damage. They take damage sectionally, so I can kind of blow some of the turrets off like that. And let's try hacking again. Slow. That'll slow the... Okay, we got him. Explodes into a big cloud of health and... nanomachines! Oh, so we have a new tree here because we can now do the infection hacking stuff. There's levels to this, so you'll find like, oh, this is a level 3 thing. I can't hack it without spending these points here. Or like a wider range for your sphere for hacking. More nano points. Gotta have more nano points. I don't think you encounter any higher level enemies for a little bit, so I might hold off on that and go with melee damage. I hack them with my axe. Oh, okay. Is this where... Here we go. Good. I'm glad this is... yeah. This is pretty early on. Okay. We've got a remote drone, which we may detonate at any time to return back to our main body. And there's a little kid who lives in this one. Okay, so now we have this drone, and it's a good example of kind of how this game, you know, now you'll notice I have a one height form, which, you know, you don't roll up into a ball, you control this little guy. Nano machine my way back into that form anytime I want. And more importantly, in this specific situation, is the robot can enter the breach. These things will just keep coming out of here forever. So the breach map is a totally different map, but also, you know, like a back layer. to the main map. It's not to say that this isn't, this isn't the same environment or physical shape of the other level. It is its own, so you can kind of, I haven't even been there in the... Oh, right, okay. I was like, wait, I don't have the thing I need to get across that, but I don't. Okay, that's not what I'm doing. We're exiting the breach. And now we're up here. You see, we were down there before. And now we can get up to this. And activate this, this thing down here. I wonder if I can... No, because it doesn't... I don't think that... no, I don't think that's going to work. There are other ways to do that anyway, later, so... Yeah, so the breach has more of a chunkier, more pixelated style. You get that different take on the soundtrack. And you are moving back and forth between the two areas for that is a big part of the rest of the game. And so that we have opened this that thing, and now that is kind of a shortcut back up here if we needed to do that. But we're going this way. I'm gonna do this. If you get lost in situations like this, you can always pull the right trigger to make your infection radius come out, and then you can sort of see where you're going. This is not the main objective of what we're doing here, but there's another little breach bit here, so. And so you'll see we've come into the breach in a different spot, but the map of the previous breach is here, so this is still a connected world. Or connected maybe is the right word. This is a connected world. The breach is. And this is where you get kind of even your more Axiom Verge 1 / Metroid door transition type animations. In fact, we have wrapped back around to the breach area we were in before. But let's not go that way because we want to drop down here and see what's here. Hey, nanomachines. The background sky effect is really good in the breach. There's some really striking areas that you'll see. Well, you probably won't see as part of this video because they're a little bit later on. But let's go this way. Oh, okay. Wait, no, I can do this. Duh. Okay, so here we have another breach exit. Which that would just take us... We've been there. That's just right back to that save point. So let's... There was a door we didn't go in down there. That's probably where we actually need to go. Before we come back up here. You'd play a whole game of this? Yeah, it's this drone is pretty cool, and you spend time with the drone for sure. It is not something that is just like pop it out for a minute. Like there's a lot of drone time, which was surprising, but kind of welcome, because the drone even has its own skill tree as well for melee, and this will expand as well as you kind of find more abilities. In fact, I'm just gonna do this now instead of like being dramatically behind on my drone damage hours later. Oh god. Well, okay, so we can't go this way, so this is a good opportunity to go mark that on our map for something we cannot do, and we'll come back some other time. Is there anywhere else I need to go here? No, I probably just need to punch out. So it's like it's very different from Axiom Verge 1, right? Because it's not some like huge gun inventory shooter type thing, but also the more I played of it, the more I was like, this is capturing a lot of what I liked about Axiom Verge 1 while feeling like a very different take on that formula and a very different take on you know, the genre. All right, let's just go in here. Another person for us to talk to. Uh-huh, mm-hmm. No one knows how to build a new portal. The government doesn't know about the portal. Is it worth it to hack normal enemies, or that usually only worth the trouble on bosses? I have not been hacking normal enemies most of the time, but that's you can, depending on the enemy, some of them you can flip their allegiance and get them to fight for you. But like that, your nano juice does not replenish automatically or anything. So I have been saving it because some of the abilities cost like 100 points and stuff like that. So. All right, now we got to get to Clifftown. The idea that these machines are so out of memory that they can't type on them is a weird concept that I feel like does not line up with my understanding of how computers work, but all right, nothing. Looks like there's nothing for us to do there. We could talk to that guy again and he would say some more stuff, but we'll... And you know, the drone doesn't just fight in the breach. You can fight out here too as the drone if you like. In fact, you will do quite a bit of that. Okay, so now where to? Down that away. I feel like I'm missing abilities, and I don't remember where to get them. Oh, no, we can't actually do that. I was gonna say we're going to the breach, but this can't do anything here. There's no portal. I can't... Oh, no, I cannot. I have the flashlight. But all I have is the flashlight. So we can't do anything with that. Geez, where am I going now? That's, Oh, right, of course. I have the... Damn it. Okay. Now that I have the hacking ability, I can open those doors. That's the... So let's... Okay, we can't get there through there. But if I go back down to this spot, we can go through that portal. Later for you. Let's open this one while we're here. Opening and closing doors is free, which is nice. So you never end up in a situation where you've used other abilities and you get to a door and you're like, ugh, screwed. Nanomachines! Let's go on up here. We're on an alien planet. Seemed like there's still human outposts. So what happened is we went through a portal, as I understand it, to another universe, which is all the residents of an base in Antarctica also did. And so they are in here in some form dealing with all these crazy machines. And they are trapped because the person who made the portal has been missing for years. All right, this is not us going toward that portal like we said we were, so... But we did fill in more of the map on this save I'm not going to keep, so that's something. Here's another door. Let's go down here. I should really... I was going to say I should really go back and save, but it'll be fine. Oh, right. Okay. All right, buddy. Head into the portal. Ah, big evil spider. Here's an item. Oh, okay. Right. So those little cylinders that some of the enemies drop, now that we have picked up one of those, it's in our inventory here, we can actually store those and use it to regen health kind of on the go. This system, and I only have 2 items here, so it's maybe not the best example of it, but this list gets longer. And so what I'm doing here is I'm holding down the right bumper to bring this up. And then when you have an item selected, you see in the lower right, you click in the right stick to use it. And I wish this was a radial, like a weapon wheel type of thing, instead of scrolling, or just some method to make this process of picking items and using them a little bit smoother. That is maybe my one kind of interface gripe here, is that's you know, and also a lot of the items do not have clear names, so if you forget which one is which and the icons don't do it for you, I have wasted nano points doing the wrong thing. And so here's another case of like, I can't open that yet, so we'll mark it on our map for later, and then we'll exit. Well, there's a... All right, we're gonna have to make another loop around again because there's a door down here that we have not tried. Let's heal up. Right, can't go through here yet either. And we can't... There's a much faster... the abilities you get with the drone are good, and make what I'm doing right now happen a lot faster. Only a couple hours in here, a couple hours past this. Oh, now we're over here, so it's like, hey, remember this thing? Get your health node fragment on. Okay, so we got the ability to pick up and store those things. Let's just warp back to our lady. And she's standing on one, so now we can pick it up. Now you see it's filled in. You can fill it with health or with nano juice. Axiom Verge had an option for linear versus radial for weapons. You're right, it did. Is that here? So yeah, this is actually, you can make some pretty granular tweaks to this stuff, which I thought was kind of cool. In the name of accessibility, you can really tweak kind of the damage output and input that you're taking, which is cool. How are the movement upgrades? Can you go fast? It's traversal stuff that definitely speeds up the process of, like, I had to walk all the way around to get up here, as opposed to just like, I'm getting up there. And I'm being a little vague. We'll load up my save and I'll show some of that stuff more directly in a minute here. Let's go swimming. Okay. Gotta jump, keep filling up the map. Gotta keep filling up the map. Ah, shit. Yeah, that explosion, you'd take a fair amount of damage. Oh, I ended up on the wrong side of this. Oh, man. That's a big thing. I killed that thing. I didn't have to, but I did. I am at a weird loss here. Wait, what do I... Because that's a wall. Oh, okay. I thought that was a wall that needed ability juice for an ability that I don't have yet to get through, but it turns out I can just clobber it and we're good. I was like, am I stuck here? Okay, we're on the other side of this thing. Okay, let's go up and over here because there's a save point over here. And we move very slow right now under the water. That does not last. In fact, it does not last very long. And I'm hoping that it is just right here in the dark. There's some items definitely that you could miss that are not necessarily... Oh, wait. I don't trust these platforms. We're gonna jump. It did it! You see why? You see why I don't trust them? Oh, and I don't kill these in one hit anymore, so that's... Oh, boy. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. Ah, there's still more of these spinning dicks. All right. Ah! Okay, we need to get down there. Because the compass is pretty clear that that is where something of relevance is. We did it. And what is it? I also like all these items, you break them. You break them and you eat those nano machines. You don't just collect them. There we go. Now we can move and jump more freely underwater. So now we're back to a good movement speed and actually a higher jump than you have outside of water. And it was a big relief when I found that. I was like, oh, thank God, because this sluggish underwater movement and this water area seems very large. Here's another one of these. I might as well just use the one that I have and pick up that one. Except that I don't think those things respawn, so... You do collect them off of enemies. Those ones do respawn, but, Oh, I think I need to go through where that big worm was. I mean, now that I have this ability, I can. that's a weird mystery, is like, hey, there's one of those portals, but it's completely locked in. That's how do you get there? The solution I found to be surprising. There's another one of these. Ugh. Ah, you Alex Kidd looking mother... You know what I'm talking about, right? Those stupid crabs and Alex Kidd with the big things popping out of them. I'm not crazy. You're the one that's crazy. All right, that we have to get from the other side. This fucking guy. Oh, I'm not ready for this fight at all. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Okay, and he comes for you. He just chases you, kinda, or stays in your vicinity. So I kind of need to not die. This is okay. This is maybe okay. I need to not get hit with the mist. You get hit with the mist, you be hissed. That's... Can I make that jump? Oh, jeez. Well, screwed that up. Let's take one more crack at that area, and then I will load up my save and show you a little bit of... It's not late game, I don't think. It's more mid game. Can I do that? I can. Oh, but doesn't... I don't think... Oh, okay. All right. I was going to say, I don't think that bears fruit, but... Oh, geez. Oh, okay. I think this is the right way to take on... Oh, no. This is the area I can't actually do anything yet. So here's another thing you can hack. You know, that will just dispense nano juice, but you can hit next item to make it spit out health if you want also. So it's kind of a little replenishment station. And then here's an area we cannot get into currently. Oh, we fell way further than I wanted to. That's okay. Oh, I can't do this fight yet because... Okay, I must have to sneak past him, get an item, and then come back. That has to be... Because the item I need to do that fight, I'm sure it must be nearby. And this is another case of like you can't grab that ledge because it's curved like that, or it's a diagonal. And this fucker is just chasing me in a circle. And so we'll go down this way. This has... Okay, yeah, this is it, because this is... Okay, yep, got it. Sorry, you're like listening to me like half remembering where things were from the first hour of the game. Okay, so now we have the ability to blow up. Which is useful. But not when you do it there. What is that? This is like a cracked... Oh, you know what? This is a... Yeah, okay. Right, this is a shortcut that we will see later from the other direction. And so you see, the explosion will lower blocks like that and blow holes in things. And now if you've been thinking about the last hour or so, you will remember that we have seen blocks like that and plenty of cracked walls like that. So, you know how they do. You get the ability and then you're like, I gotta go back and do all this other stuff now. But also, I can go back and get my juice back. I could also overclock it to make it spit out things faster. That's, Let's take a run at this worm thing. Come at me. Check this shit out. Oh, is this gonna work? This better work. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Dropped it right on your stupid head. Why don't you come over here? Check this shit out. How do you like how this shit works? I wasted one. Okay, let's juice back up. We're safe here. You coming back around this way? All right. Why don't you follow me, man? All right, all right, all right, all right. Oh, this is a bad... I'm going to take some damage here. We will follow him around so as to not meet him head on. And... Oh, that's... I did not... Okay, he went that way. That's weird. Well, I mean, it's not that weird, but... Okay, let's get in here. We'll hack this. Change it to next item. We'll also overclock it. Oh, I don't... So that it spits out stuff faster. Okay, we're back on full health. We'll get the rest of our juice back here, and now we need to find more spikes. Here's... Oh, okay, here's one. Here's another one. Oh, are you rotating around? Is that gonna miss? No, gotcha. Take it, fucker. So that's pretty satisfying. You know, very indirect combat there. In fact, I don't think you can hurt that worm with your axe. And we got more skill points to spend, so that's Axiom Verge 2. Let's load up my other save. I appreciate that it will save on quit, which is nice. You don't have to make it to a save point. Okay, so this is going to be, you know, obviously several more hours into the game. There's weird story stuff has happened by now, and I will have more items, and I will show it, as they say. So, if you don't want to see that stuff, now you know. This game goes places in a way, now that we're on the other side of that, this game goes places in ways I did not anticipate, where you have like an extended sequence where you are just playing as the drone and cannot switch back, and it's crazy. Oh, by the way, I can hover. Something I often forget that I can do. And so, even though I have the ability to turn back into a, well, let's call it a version of my human form, my body got stolen. You know, it happens, right? And so I've got my nanomachine body right now, and I want to get my body back, and I think we will. I suspect we will, but I don't know. This game is crazy with that stuff, but honestly, after playing with just the drone for, let's call it 2 hours, because I was dumb and had a hard time figuring out where I was supposed to go. Even though the lady has more health than the drone, I have found myself sticking to the drone form in some cases, and it's kind of awesome. You're just playing as this little orb. Okay, sniper rifle, come at me. Ugh. This is a case where we're going to need her because she can cling to walls. Hey, what's it? Oh, it's a better boomerang, right? Remote controlled Gishru, is that, oh, wait, no, wait, is that on this? No, it is not. Okay. So this is what I'm talking about. This menu is unwieldy. And sometimes it is hard to remember what this does versus this. I mean, I know, but this one shows, oh, look, maybe I don't need to actually tell you what that does. All right, we can't go this way. Okay, so that was just a boomerang. Sorry. Okay, was that just a boomerang? Okay, let's turn. Okay, so I assume, oh wait, no. This is over here on items. So, wait. Oh, okay. It's your full-on Metal Gear remote control missiles type of situation. This changes everything. This changes everything. Oh my god. Like, that's like 9 different things elsewhere in the game that now I'm like, oh, that's how I do that. Fuckface. But yeah, the problem with drone form is, you know, obviously the health meter situation is pretty different. Can I just, and I can just throw that. That doesn't, does this, okay, it doesn't. Let's make them allies and see what happens. I haven't really done this too. Oh, did that not? That only happened to one of them. Great. Yeah, get away. And you can do, like, once you get this ability to turn back and forth kind of at will, like, you can do it kind of while moving, and that's such a cool look. That's such a cool effect. Ugh. Okay, so we're trying to we have a couple of places of interest that we want to get to, and I am not immediately clear on how to get there. Well, we've got some marks on the map here, so maybe I should go down and see if any of those will ring any bells. That grapple, this tether will auto aim a lot of times, which is handy. How do I get down there? Okay, well, I guess I can just do this. By the way, I can fast travel to save points. No, okay. This was still an area I could not get through. Okay. And I went through here before. Let's see. Let's warp around a little bit. Let's go into the breach and check some of the breach out again. Okay. There's some real cool breach backgrounds. And in the breach, you can only play as the drone. At least right for now. I mean, who knows? Maybe that's something I will get in half an hour and be like, oh my god. Like, that's the thing. I think one of the things I like the most about this game is that they have unexpected solutions to the traversal questions of, like, when you see a bunch of breakable blocks and you're like, don't know how to break them, it's this. It's like this, like, grapple screw attack thing. It's not a bomb. It's not just like, I can roll into a ball. I can make bombs. It's not the simple, easy shit. It's like interesting, like mechanically interesting, as well as just like visually interesting takes on traversal. And I think that's awesome. Is this something? No, that's just background stuff. I've already been all through this underwater spot, but there is, looks like it's open this way. So let's head over there and see what we can see. Is there a way through here yet, or do I need to do more? Oh, yeah. See, this our mark it on the map. And we can just teleport to save points in the breach as well. So this is a thing I got last night that kind of blew my mind and really makes you think about the interconnected nature of the two maps. So let's see if I can find a good spot to use it. Well, here's one more item I will show you. Is this thing this little pulse I've been sending out, what it does is uncovers potentially hidden entries into the breach one way or the other. So sometimes if you hear that crackling noise in the overworld, you can hit this and it'll pop open a breach. And that icon signifies that there is a breach on the other side. So basically there's a way into this spot from there. Okay, let's warp somewhere else because I want to try and actually use this in a useful fashion. Okay. I like that. We're going to warp here. We're going to go here. This might be my favorite track on the soundtrack right now. Right? Am I doing? Okay, yeah. So this room, like, whatever, right? Who cares? But if we look on the other end, I have not been to this room in the overworld. This item lets you just fucking punch out of the breach wherever you want. And now we're here, and it's a health node. It's awesome. It's a really rad ability that you're like, again, in context, you're like, holy shit, what? Like, I can do that? That's crazy. Oh, looks like, huh. So I guess it makes sense that these are weird flickering, breachy kind of things, but because I destroyed those on the other side, now I can get through here. That was something, this was a solid wall before, and I could not get through it. So we can remove that map marker. We've gone and done the thing. So here's the taste of that. Like, you kind of break through those blocks. Very cool. Very satisfying. And then, yeah, I can just turn back into this form whenever. And, so yeah, I'm on the hunt for, my body. And I gotta go here. And I gotta go here. And I don't know if I can, I don't think I can get through that spot yet. Maybe I can, Anyway. That's Axiom Verge 2. Thanks everybody for hanging out. It's cool. I'm having a really great time with it. I'd say like the first half hour, or even just like the trailers pre-release, there's that whole element of just like this. It's like a melee game, and the first game was so big on its guns, right? Like, you just found all these crazy weapons, And that was such a huge part of the first game that like loading it up or just watching the trailers and then loading it up and being like, I got an ice pick, I got an axe, and I'm running around swinging it. That's weird. And that's not a problem with this game. Like I am not sitting here going like, I wish I had 20 guns. Like it's, you know, you find upgraded versions of your core weaponry. There's even like, you know, some choices to be made. Like there's a big double axe that swings a lot slower, but does more damage. So you can kind of make some decisions there, as to what melee weapon you have equipped. You can even, I think you can equip 2 melee weapons if you don't want to have the boomerang, or, you know, like you can kind of mess around with your equipped, stuff a little bit there, depending on what you're trying to do. And you know, I haven't finished it, but I feel like every discovery, like every time I'm like finding a new traversal item or something that's going to let you get more places and stuff, there's definitely a feeling of like, oh my God, that's such a cool solution to the problem I was having. It's not at all what I thought it was going to be. It's like, oh, that's such a crazy way to do it. And it's been really fun that way. I think the story is like fairly engaging, and like I am on the hook to figure out what happened to these people and all the weird nanomachine civilization and all this other stuff. That stuff's been pretty cool too. And I want to see if it has like, you know, if it has even more explicit ties to the first game. Like it doesn't feel like, it feels like that universe, but it feels like it's its own thing as well. So I think that, you know, it seems smart to try to make a game that can stand on its own, as well as, you know, there's a little bit more there. If you did play the first game, you're going to kind of uncover those things, but also it does feel like you could play the second game and then go back to the first game, and play them in that order too. But yeah, you know, completely different playable character. And you know, you'll find references to Trace, who's the character from the other game. And I don't know how that pays off or what happens later on in this game. So I'm kind of looking forward to that too, just to see how that stuff ties together. But just like gameplay wise, I think there's just a lot of really interesting decisions being made here in terms of the value of combat in those games and how that combat is structured. Like I said, you know, something they've been talking up is the ability, like you don't have to have those boss fights. You can just kind of sneak past them or get past them and run on to the next room. But, you know, you're getting more skill points for engaging in those fights. And honestly, those fights have not been super difficult. But the fact that they're pointing it out kind of makes me wonder if there would be some kind of fork or some kind of different situation, whether it's a different ending or different, you know, if there's some kind of pacifist version of this where you didn't kill any of the bosses or something like that. Like that seems like a potential thing. I don't know if that's in there or not. That would be kind of neat or something if there was kind of the multiple ending type of thing. Could be really cool along those lines. But we'll see. I'm going to keep playing it. I am into it enough. I really want to see more of it. I've been kind of chipping away at it every night for the past, let's call it a week or so. And I'm going to keep going with it. So yeah, that's Axiom Verge 2. It's out now, which is crazy. Kind of like, hey, by the way, it's out today, which is fun. So it's out on, I have not seen the Switch version. Sounds like it runs smoothly. But I have seen it on, that was PC, and I have seen it on PlayStation. Well, I've seen the PlayStation 4 version running on a PlayStation 5, and it's been fine there as well. So there it is. It's out now. Give it a look. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you around. I'm pushing this button now, and now I'm pushing this button now. See ya.